Nights are always the hardest for me, and it's because that was, I guess, my time with Mac, and we'd sit here on this very couch and just watch Netflix or a movie or just sit and talk sometimes. My phone's dying, and I know that. I just, I hate it because it's like, and I know you're okay to cry. I get that. I really, really get that. But I hate it at the same time because it's like, I feel like I'm strong. And then the night comes, and here I am again crying. And it's not every night like this. I cry every night, but not every night is like this. Like this much crying, I guess. Julep was sleeping right there. Try not to wake her up. I don't let her sleep out here with me all the time. Just one day a week she gets to pick. Well, technically, I picked the day. It's Tuesdays. But then she sleeps out here. I probably shouldn't. I started going through Facebook pictures and stuff. It was something just stupid, some like random thought in my head from something somebody else posted, and so I went and started looking back through like old videos of her, and it's hard. And this is going to be a video. It's kind of just a rant video, but it pertains to Mac, if that makes any sense. So, Katie was 13 months old. I met, not even quite 13 months old yet. I met Mac on October 4th of 2013. Katie was born September 8th of 2012, not 2020. And Mac was really like, he was a dad, it's like he would joke with her, and she was kind of definitely clingy to me, and she was still like nursing and stuff, so she was very much still a baby. She was kind of walking, not like running, walking. She was, on my personal opinion, I feel like she was a little bit of a late walker, and I mean, there's no timeline or whatever for kids, but my personal opinion is I felt like she was a late walker. She actually started walking when she was 9 months old, and then she hit her head. She fell pretty hard, and then she like stopped walking for a really long time, like literally like 4 months, and then she started walking again, and then after that she was fine. But I felt, just being around kids, I've worked with kids pretty much my whole life, I felt like she was a late walker. But at the same time, because of her falling when she was so young, that I think that just kind of scared her and put her off. But Mac was always awesome. Like, I didn't make him like change diapers or anything like that, but he was willing, or, he'd always, hand me that kind of stuff, or, and he just was always hands on when I needed him to be, but hands off when I didn't need help, if that makes any sense. But from, young age, he and her just kind of had this like connection. He would sing to her, and she loved music, like still does. And she sometimes, I'm like, so now you're gonna be Mac, you're gonna be his little. He would just randomly, for no reason, just break out in song, or he'd hear a click or something that, like, literally like the click of the turn signal, and it would remind him of a musical like melody, and then he'd start singing, and I'm going, babe, are you having a stroke? Just jokingly. But he would just randomly break out in song and stuff. And so him and her, he taught her the Phenomena song. It's from the Muppets or whatever. Phenomena, do 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 do, Phenomena. Like when she was 13, 14 months old. And so she was so excited when she was like, I want to say like 14 months old. I have a video somewhere I'll try to post. But she was in the shopping cart. Like, and she's just this little tiny thing. And she was so excited because she was going to tell her Joe about Phenomena. And it was just like they had this relationship. One day, like, we went out to dinner and there was literally a tub of gravy to go on mashed potatoes, and Mac liked to dip his chicken tenders in the gravy from like KFC. And Katie goes, "Mine?" And so he gave it to her. And she literally drank gravy. There was times that he would like he had put his hand down. This was like when she was younger, like I said, like 13, 14, like before she was 2. She like literally would just fall asleep on him and stuff. And so it was just like it was always a comfort, and it's like he never made it awkward, like, can you come get your kid? This is, he never made it weird like that. He was always like nice and comforting and like just silly with her. He played games with her, and you know it just they had such like a like a father-daughter relationship that one she didn't have with her dad, and two, I never asked him to step into that role. He just did. Sorry. And it's hard because there was times that I was working so much that he would, always made sure she got a bath, always made sure she had food, and, he helped with her hair, and God, her hair is a nightmare. She has curly hair, but it's not like curly, but at the same time, it's not straight curly. It's like this wavy curly. When she was a baby, it was like crazy curly, but now it's not so much. It's kind of just this like wavy curly. She probably very much takes after me with her hair. Sorry, my nose sounds gross. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. I had to blow my nose, because if not, the rest of this video is just gonna be gross. And so, because I worked a lot, he would, he got her on the bus. She started preschool. The first day of school, all those things I missed because I was working, but he was always there. And he'd record it and he'd put it on Facebook, and he every day would walk her out to her bus, rain or shine, snow, sleet, hail, never complained, nothing, that he did that, And her bio dad can't even do that. Her bio dad didn't even know what school she went to until after Mac died. And that was only because he had to know, because he had to drop her off one day, because I didn't have Mac here anymore to get her off to school. I fixed all that now, so she goes to a early morning program and stuff, so it's not as crazy as it was there for a little bit, because for the last at least 5 years he's been getting her. Hold on a second, maybe 3 years. No, I swear I can math. 4 years he's been getting her on and off the bus, I know for sure. Before that, I think she was still in daycare. But either way, before, like, for the last 4 years, as long as she's been in school, she started school at 3. He's just always got her on the bus and all that kind of stuff. So it was just like, it was just a comfort, it was just, but he was just that second parent, it was never a problem or anything like that. Of course, there was a couple days, or there was doctor's appointments or that kind of stuff, but we'd figure it out. It wasn't the end of the world. But literally asking her dad just to, I literally was, as you guys know, I had to have gallbladder surgery. I was in the hospital on Friday the 24th. She got out early that day, And then, not even 24 hours later, he had brought her back because he was seeing how difficult she was. And just like, I understand you can move on, make your own new family, whatever. But you should never make your kids, I don't care biological, non biological, I don't care what the tie is, but your kids, if you are an adult in that child's life that they look up to you, depend on you for any sort of care, you should never make your kids feel like they don't belong. And I can honestly tell you, I know that's not the case with a lot of parents, step parents, whatever. If they're not yours, you could care less, a lot of people, of what happens to that child, the care for that child. I get it. I get it. But I don't actually. I say I get it, but I don't. Because it's like, there's just part of me that it's like, and it could be my care, nurture part of me or whatever. But if a kid needs something, or someone needs help with their kid, you don't tell the kid that they're an inconvenience or a disappointment. What does that do for the kid? Even if you're mad in the situation. Like, what? My daughter's dad has never been a dad. I often, and I try not to, I often call him the sperm donor. Because realistically, I feel like that's all he did. He donated the sperm. He took me to court for control. Because for some reason, there's those guys or girls that are out there that it's the control that they have over you because of the child, not because of the actual child. He could give a flying fuck what happens to her, and please God forgive me, but realistically, what has he ever done? Maybe a birthday presents, a couple here and there, but realistically, he doesn't even know when her fucking birthday is. She's 7. He was there the day she was born. Put it in your goddamn phone. Like, just. Yeah. I always get on these tangents and then I kind of forget. But my purpose of all of this is that just Mac was such an amazing dad to all of our kids. No matter what they did, he was there. He was a dad. And my kids and I love him and miss him dearly. And it's hard because I hear her pray to him at night. And I say prayers with her. But then sometimes after I leave, I'll hear her say more prayers. And it's like, I encourage that because it's her venting, getting stuff out, and it's just hearing her say, and she never called Mac daddy. But then I heard her say, Mackie, Dad, can you please come home? And that literally, that got me. And then I've heard her say, did you see me make somebody smile today? Because that was always like almost every day. Make sure to make somebody smile. Remember to make somebody smile. I have video after video of him putting her on the bus and him saying that to her at like 3.5 years old. But it's like, I know that relationship meant something to her. And it's hard because with it gone, not just hard for me, but it's hard for the kids because it's like, I know they're looking for him in those places. And God, would I do anything to give him back to them. But it's hard in those moments, and they're not every day that I hear her, say those things, but it is hard when I do hear her. She did have a kind of a rough day at school today. She's definitely been a lot more clingy and stuff since Max passed, and I mean, God, you can understand. It's that, what's the word? Dependability, the worry of the not dependability, But me venting again. Nights are hard. I hate them. I cry more than I'd like to. I love our kids, and I know he did too, and still does. Yeah. Bye, guys. Have a good night.